And so the message is, if you believe the banks are robbing you, what does Glenn Beck say? Bilderberg Group's good. You're racist if you criticize it. What is Limbaugh saying every week? So they got the right wing and the controlled left wing doing this. Father Coughlin, the Jew, the Christian, and persecution, 2622. It is my opinion that Nazism, the effect of communism, cannot be liquidated in persecution complex until the religious Jews in high places and synagogue and finance, radio, and press attack the cause. Attack forthright the errors, the spread of communism together with their nations who support it. Then they cut to tea parties criticizing communism, and the message is, you support Hitler. And they say, this guy supported Hitler. So they go back 60, 70 years ago and go, this guy supported Hitler, and he didn't like communism. So if you criticize communism, you want to murder Jews. So now you're Nazis. Before these rumors about government tyranny reach the mainstream, they often start with an extremely popular internet radio host named Alex Jones. What does the Washington Post say in yesterday's article titled MSNBC documentary on the right profiles birthers, militias, and Alex Jones? It says I'm an internet radio host, but extremely popular. What did the New York Times say? I'm an internet radio host. As if there's something wrong with that. Number one, we're on 40-something stations on the Sunday show, upwards of 80 during the week. Okay, now, I'm on a whole bunch of AM and FM stations, and you know it full well. Okay, you know my audience is bigger than you, Chris Matthews, a lot bigger. Go to Alexa ratings for Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Go to it. Much bigger. Thousands of times bigger than Limbaugh's. Thousands of times bigger than Hannity. Go look at the ratings. Put Limbaugh in next to my website. One of my websites. And tens of thousands bigger than you, Matthews. Your private website doesn't even show up. We're beginning to dwarf MSNBC, the entire website. You don't like that, do you, Matthews? No, you don't. So you're going to say, I'm Hitler. But don't do it too much because, you know, people actually look into it and find out that all the Nazi groups are government-financed, all the big ones like Hal Turner and others who attack me 24/7. It's going to come out that your little buddies are running all this, isn't it, buddy? Yeah. Before these rumors about government tyranny reach the mainstream. So this is, near the end. They're going to tell you who the really evil guy is. Often they start with an extremely popular internet radio host named Alex Jones. And then it goes on to say, we're going to look at the types of tyrants in the Obama administration. Then they have none of my quotes from Cass Sunstein saying arrest us and ban free speech from that day. Or none of the quotes of all these other officials in government and senators saying ban free speech and ban talk radio and put taxes on it and all the rest of it. None of my evidence. Just, we're going to look at some of the tyrants. Jones claims he has 2 million listeners for his internet broadcast. See, more disinformation. They know full well I'm on all these radio stations. Doesn't matter. They're going to lie to their audience and tell them I'm not on AM and FM. Just like I've seen CNN say, Ron Paul's insane. He believes there's something called a Trans-Texas Corridor, a group of toll roads. 25 million people in Texas, and they're watching CNN when there's billboards up everywhere and the governor announcing it, saying Trans-Texas Corridor, and they're saying it doesn't exist. Keep it up, CNN. When you said that 4 years ago, you had 3 million viewers at night. Now you've got less than 1 million. Great job. Keep it up. Tell people there's no NAFTA highway or Trans-Texas Corridor as it's being built everywhere here. Please, continue. Please. Don't let me stop you. Unbelievable. And it goes on. Jones claims he has 2 million listeners for his internet broadcast, that millions more watch his YouTube broadcast. Well, they can go to one of our YouTube channels and see 50 million views right there. They can go everywhere else, 6 million views, 3 million views, 2 million views, million views, 400,000 views, million views. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of millions. I don't claim I have millions on YouTube. That lady said, how many do you have on YouTube? And I said, well, come look at this video. I got 3 million here, 5 million there, 6 million here. Let me show you a few YouTube videos. That's all right. That's all right. We can look into that for ourselves. Thank you, Mr. Jones. Thank you. I don't want you to actually show me the hit counter on YouTube. I want to lie my big fat butt off on national TV about you. Well, good, lady. I'm going to expose you as a domesticated worm. Continuing. Oh, it's so frightening. He speaks with a loud voice. More fluoride in his water immediately. That's not working. Increase the poison level. You're being like me. This is ridiculous. You're a bunch of scum. Okay, I'm sorry. He also has several websites full of articles supporting his fears of government oppression and tyrannical new world order. Yeah, like legislation, like quotes from the globalist owned publications. You mean stuff like that? So I claim I have millions. I claim. Jones claims he reaches 2 million listeners. That's very conservative, by the way. How about 5 million, Liddy? That's what the numbers really show. How about we underestimate so you don't even know? How about we're sneaking up on your fat butt, and you finally figured it out, haven't you? No, I finally figured out we're not going anywhere, scum. You're not going to win. America, you've had America down too long. You understand that? Jones claims he has 2 million listeners for his internet broadcast, and that millions more watch his YouTube broadcast and his 24 documentaries. He also has several websites full of articles supporting his fears of government oppression and tyrannical New World Order. No, naked body scanning kids and storing the images and taking babies' blood at birth for Pentagon databases for race-specific bioweapons admitted. I mean, that's not scary. Just everything. Invading all these countries, lying about WMDs. That's not scary. Bush bragging about ordering torture of people again last week. That's not scary. No, it's not scary. All the mobsters in the Obama administration, openly engaged in crime, openly getting free houses from donors, and not getting in trouble. It's not tyranny. That's right, because you're a bunch of crooks. You're a bunch of scum. You're a stinking mafia of arrogant bastards who think we're here to lick your boots. It's over, scum. You can kill us individually. You can put some of us in prison, but you're not getting all of us. You understand that, filth? There's red blood still in America. And then they just go on and demonize me, and they say, we are just about done. We are fried. I mean, we are in deep tyranny, deep, deep, deep. We have a psychopathic elite who have formed a global guild of psychopaths. They have their systems. They have their language. They have their whole communication system. They are in control of the planet, and they're setting up a planetary police state to carry out an orderly extermination of at least 80%. Some say 99. I mean, they debate the numbers of us they want to kill. All on record. I've got Peter Singer. Where's my New York Times? Today, saying we shouldn't be allowed to have one baby now. Here it is. Peter Singer, who calls humans a disease, one of the heads of one of the departments at Princeton. Dr. Peter Singer, who says your animals should be able to sue you. Dr. Peter Singer, who is an open eugenicist, who openly calls for forced population reduction. Should this be the last generation? This is today. I'm not even looking for this stuff. Well, I found it today. It's June 6th. It's June 9th today. Have you ever thought about whether to have a child? If so, what factors enter your decision? Was it whether having children would be good for you? And it goes on. Don't let the state be your mommy. We'll take care of you. We'll euthanize your butt. And it continues here. And it goes on. The tales that come out of Alex Jones' websites are stories that identify real enemies, the government, law enforcement. They're a whole set of evil agents out there. What does ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, do? Every publication is get Alex Jones. He wants to kill cops. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, and get him, get him, get him, get him. I mean, they are really trying to hype themselves up because they're a bunch of American-hating, free speech-hating people. They're all just jumping up and down going, we're going to get your free speech. We're going to arrest you. We're going to take over talk radio. We're going to get the internet. I mean, they're just jumping up and down. They just can't wait. And they're just, he wants to kill cops. He wants to get them. Get him, get him. He wants to kill IRS agents. You've seen that in the news over and over again. He was happy when the plane flew in to Austin, the statesman said. Totally untrue. I was in studio 1 hour and 5 minutes. It happened about 1 hour and 5 minutes before I was live on air. And I said, they're going to blame it on me. And this is a horrible act and probably staged. And we don't need violence. And 1 hour after that, about 2 hours later, from the event, it's in the Statesman implying that I was praising it. And then New York Daily News that afternoon. I mean, I know these people, folks. Who are they going to? I've got David Frum suddenly admitting he's gone to Bilderberg Group meetings. This is the guy who wrote Bush's biography. This is the guy who wrote Axis of Evil. He is now writing pieces on a weekly basis demonizing me. And Ron Paul and Rand Paul, saying we're these dangerous enemies, implying we're calling for violence and danger. And then he brags in yesterday's National Post of Canada that he went to Bilderberg and loves it. So, I mean, you understand the point I've gotten to? We're not in Kansas anymore. Now, here's the key. These tall tales that come out of Alex Jones' websites are stories that identify real enemies. Yeah, your city health department putting sodium fluoride in the water that's got a skull and crossbones on it. I say take our cities back to the electoral process and take the damn stuff out. Is that violent? That I don't want to be self-medicated by you control freaks? Because you can't deal with us on an equal playing field? The tales that come out of Alex Jones' websites are stories that identify real enemies. The government, law enforcement. There are a whole set of evil agents out there. Oh, no, government didn't kill 200 million people last century. And though I don't expect to see Alex Jones taking a shot at them anytime soon, this is Chris Matthews, there are people out there who are perfectly willing to do exactly that.